and welcome to the Science Fiction Rating System Preview Week, the podcast that aims to preview 3 films that next week will get ranked and put into the list. Which you know by now because you've been. It aims to. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily do that. I don't know how good the previews are, but at least it's pointing in the direction of a film name. Yeah, pretty much. But if you've not been listening before, go back and listen from the start, and that you'll know what's going on. So I'm Sam Draper, and I am joined as ever by Alex Humphrey.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. And Chris Redding.
You alright?
Yes. And the order was mixed up there because perhaps I'm an imposter.
Ooh, who knows?
I mean, I'm not.
Hey,
but,
hey, how do you feel about children in films?
I love them.
Ah!
E.T. is wonderful.
Shoot him!
I love E.T. And yes, the best thing about Star Wars is that kid that says wizard.
And Jaws is terrible.
Jaws is a disaster. But no, but maybe.
No.
Who is the real? Who's real and who is fake? This week we don't know because there is an imposter among us, and that is the theme of the 3 films we'll be previewing this week. And as has been tradition now for a few weeks, we've got a quiz as well. So let's just get to it, shall we?
Cool.
Nothing else really going on.
No emails or anything. No news. No feedback.
Good work. No, we have got an email, and I'll read half of it. Oh. So this is from Colin, who's been mentioned on the last 2 shows because
Hi, Colin.
He's really gone the extra mile and commented.
Do we know Colin, or is Colin like someone who's?
I know Colin. I used to work with Colin, and he has commented on every single one of our episodes. Because as I said last week, he's got a lot of time on his hands, and he sent us an email as well. He said, "Hi guys, I've finally caught up with all the episodes, and will even try and play along watching the 3 films on time and sharing my opinion." So that's good.
Wow,
more people should do that. Go and join Colin on the thing. Go and do it. Although my taste may be a bit different to your guys. For instance, I think Star Wars is completely overrated when you take away its impact on the genre. Well, Colin, Star Wars isn't in our list, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I agree with him.
Star Wars? I've never even seen that.
We haven't ranked Star Wars yet, so I'm not sure what he's talking about. No. He did suggest...
Star what?
I'm not sure. Don't know.
He must mean that Phantom Menace that we talked about a while ago.
Oh, yes.
The Star Wars.
Yeah, we've got episode 1 in there, but we didn't think that's overrated. It was number 22, so yeah, get your facts right, Colin. And he suggested 3 films, but we're not doing those because he's a pervert, and we'll move on. So thanks, Colin, from Birmingham, for that.
Maybe we'll do a little private session just for him.
Yeah.
What he wanted.
He can
Science Fiction Rating System after hours.
Go to our
go on a chat room and do it.
When we've got our Patreon going, that'll be the top tier.
If you fund it, if you're a 7th tier on our Kickstarter, we'll come to your house and rate whatever films you like live. So there you go.
No, I'm not going to people's houses. That's mad.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll ring them up.
I'll do it on an adult chat room.
Yeah.
Party line.
So we've got another email as well. We've got another email, which I'm putting to... This is live now on air. You're going to see behind the curtain, listeners. So this is another email from Dean, who says, long-time listener, first-time caller. Just thought of a great theme for you guys, claustrophobic sci-fi horror.
Ooh,
the 3 films he suggested are Event Horizon, Pandorum, and Alien. He's anticipating a new number 1 from this list. No prize for guessing which one Sam will favour. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. As I recall, Sam hated Pandorum with a passion, so having a film he loves so much along with one he despises will make for an entertaining podcast. Well, he's kind of ruined the spoilers of what we like. He says, keep up the good work, chaps, and I thought that would be good Halloween 3 films. What do you think?
Yeah, they're kind of horror, aren't they?
Yeah, Event Horizon definitely, Alien obviously, and Pandorum sort of. So
yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, well done him.
I would have done Ghost related.
Ghost of Mars. Yeah.
Ghost of Mars.
Ghostbusters.
Ghost of Mars, and we need another one.
Aren't there ghosts in Event Horizon?
Was it hallucinations? It's all a bit vague. We should have done... Yeah, we could do... Well, we can't do Ghost in the Shell, sadly. We've done that.
We could do the new one. Nope. Anyway, there is a Ghost in the Shell 2. It's not very good. Good. Anyway, thanks, Dean, for getting in touch, and we will take those suggestions on board.
That's a good trio, though.
Yeah, it's a really good trio.
Yeah.
So,
Halloween.
Everyone else get in touch as well. sciencefictionratingsystem at gmail.com. Get your suggestions in, and you might get read out as well. And
as long as you're not a pervert. Like
yes. Yeah. All right, that's enough chit-chat. Let's get on with the show, with our first film to preview. It is John Carpenter's The Thing. Not The Thing from the 50s. The 81, is it? Film? 82. 82, I think, The Thing. Chris, give us a little synopsis about what this film is. That's what synopsis is.
The Thing. So set in an Antarctic research station. It's quite a good setting. It's a group of, I think they're all guys, aren't they? They're all men. All living in Antarctica. I don't know what they do day to day, but basically they come into contact with a strange alien being and things go super crazy. And it's got some of the best animatronics and creature effects around, I think.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Good.
It's a simple story, very simple. But
yeah. A classic sort of... could be a play, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who is it? Who's the imposter?
Who's it? Who's the
imposter? As is the theme. So let's watch the trailer for The Thing, shall we?
12 men have just discovered something. For 100,000 years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside. Where no one can see it or hear it.
Yeah, it's definitely playing off the alien thing, isn't it?
Yeah, massively. A good tagline, man is the warmest place to hide. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good trailer, really. Good.
Yeah. Didn't show too much.
No, you've got an idea for what's going on, and I can't wait to watch it again. So we've all seen it, no doubt. Yep.
Yes.
Recently, or not for a while, or
I saw it in a cinema 2 weeks ago, like on proper film.
Oh, there you go.
In the Prince Charles Cinema in London.
Oh, fantastic. Alex, have you seen it recently?
Full House as well. It was
deserves a full house. I think I saw it reasonably recently, but not massively recently. But I do love John Carpenter, so yes, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of years ago because I played the game. Played the game, which is
it was great. The PS2
weird,
one,
wasn't it? Yes, yeah,
it was really good.
It was good in an odd way. It's very odd, which we'll get into next week. Probably we're going to talk about the film more.
What was there a PS2 game?
It's actually really good. It's not what you'd expect. We'll get into next week, so I won't be able to spoil it, basically. But and there's the remake as well. Have you all seen the remake? We've both seen the remake?
Yes, I have seen the remake.
Which we can discuss next week as well. So yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing joining the list. I think we're going to have another one going quite high up there from the sound of it.
Maybe. It's not a remake, it's a prequel.
Sorry, yes, prequel, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right, before we move on, let's have some quizzing.
Ooh!
So, we're doing imposters, so I've got some facts about some imposters, some famous imposters here.
Okay.
Like Christian Karl Gerhardsreiter. Have you heard of him?
No.
German, by the sounds of it.
Christian,
by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Well, he impersonated a member of the Rockefeller family for many years. Basically to get people to give him stuff on the basis that he was loaded when he wasn't. He also murdered somebody and was convicted in court after abducting his own daughter.
Oh.
So not the nicest of people. But
no.
My question to you, he married a woman named Sandra Boss, who was extremely rich, and lived with her. They got married. How long were they together until she worked out he was an imposter? That's my question.
32 years.
Chris?
31 years.
I'm banning that. We're not doing any more of this now.
All right, then, 15 years.
Okay. Chris, you still won. It was 11 years, which is still a ridiculous amount of time.
Yeah.
To not realise
a similar thing happened to Anne Hathaway, right?
Really?
She was with a guy who was pretending to be like the estate agent of the Pope.
What?
And he was selling loads of land and stuff in the Vatican to people, but he was a massive con man.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
Oh, wow. I missed that imposter. Well, that's a good imposter.
That's the idea.
Yeah, true.
You didn't buy any timeshares in the Vatican, did you?
I
Sorry, Sam. They're not worth the money. Sorry.
Damn it. I was just about to try and sell some to you as well. Never mind. Okay. Another question coming up, but first of all, second
Next film.
Yeah, sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought there. This is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And this isn't the remake, this is the original, isn't it? From 50-something?
56.
56.
It's all black and white.
It's all black and white. Oh,
this one has definitely been colourised, hasn't it, though? You know, I said last week that one had been colourised.
Oh, yeah. But we're watching, surely, the black and white original.
Oh, yes.
Good, yeah.
So, Alex, let us know what this is all about.
Well, adapted from Jack Finney's 1954 science fiction novel, The Body Snatchers, missing the invasion there, the 56 movie is set in the quiet fictional town of Santa Mira, where local doctor Miles Bennell is visited by a number of patients who are convinced their relatives have been replaced by identical-looking imposters. Although assured by a psychiatrist that townsfolk are suffering an epidemic of mass hysteria, Miles remains unsure, and when his friend claims to have seen a double of himself partly formed in a giant pod, it's not long till the doctor realises the invasion of the Body Snatchers is already upon them. There you go. This has been remade loads of times. There was the 70s one, and then there was the weird Nicole Kidman one, isn't there? Called something else. It's called Invasion, maybe.
Before we carry on, Chris, you need to rate Alex's synopsis like last week.
Oh, yeah, like last week, where you were really mean.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I zoned out. I don't even listen to them anymore.
You weren't even listening?
I was listening.
Wow.
But I was
that better? Was that better than the Robocop one?
If anything, that was more prepared. It felt more like
that's
Wikipedia.
Good, though. Yeah, that's good.
Wasn't that better? Like, you really slated the Robocop one.
Not my style.
But last time you said you wasn't professional enough, didn't you, last week?
Yeah, you were horrible last time.
You can't please him.
Between
you ruined the twist of Robocop by revealing the fourth protocol, which is that you can't attack an OCP employee. So you gave a spoiler in this show, which isn't supposed to be spoiler free. So you know,
in a ways, I couldn't cut it out as well. It had to stay in, unfortunately. So. Never mind. Actually, talking of Robocop, there's one thing I forgot. Have either of you seen a film called Our Robocop Remake?
No.
Was it a fan-made thing?
It's basically fan-made, but loads of different people made each scene. So it changed from like stop motion to animation to live action stuff like that.
Sounds good.
I've got it on Vimeo here.
It's all on Vimeo. You can see it for free. Some scenes are better than others. It's more hit and miss than not, but some of it is hilarious.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the watch, especially having watched Robocop recently, because
That's a really good idea, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's a really good thing. It'd be very fresh in your memory, because they do some bits like shot for shot, but with weird things going on, like Muppets and things in there, and all sorts of weird stuff. So it's
wow.
No, definitely our RobocopRemake.com. There's what? Sorry.
I think I've just found a musical bit in it.
There's several musicals. Several musicals in there. There's a fake computer game. There's animation. There's Muppets. There's all sorts going on. It's
cool.
It's wonderful. Yeah, definitely worth a watch. But anyway,
Invasion.
Enough about that. Let's watch a trailer of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I'm not crazy. Make him listen to me before it's too late.
I'll listen to you. Let him go. Now suppose we just sit down over here, Dr. Bennell, and you tell me what happened.
Hurried home from a medical convention I'd been attending. At first glance, everything looked the same. It wasn't. Something evil had taken possession of the town.
What is it? What's going on?
Good shots in it.
Yeah, some really good shots. Yeah, I remembered some of those, like the light coming through and they're hiding in the cabinet bit.
Yes, it's worth noting, if you've watched the trailer that we just watched, that isn't a official trailer. It's someone's done that themselves.
Made one.
Because there aren't, like we had with the last 50s films, didn't we have trailers back then, it seems, although they're not survived anyway. Has anybody seen this film?
Yes, I have seen this film.
Chris?
No, not that I know of.
I've seen it a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago as well.
I think I did it at university or college.
Oh, yeah.
I've studied it at some point.
Me too. Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but
our teachers were cribbed from the same curriculum, wasn't they?
But I'm reading that Dance Macabre, the Stephen King book, and he talks about the original novel and the film in that. So I've been kind of like, it's been in my head a little bit because it's very interesting how he talks about the original book. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the film again.
It'll be our first black and white film, won't it? which I said before, but this is truly black and white this time. I was wrong last time, but this is actually black and white.
What was that other one? Was it colourised or something? What was the...
No, the other one was actually filmed in colour. There is a colourised version of this one we're watching now, but the original's black and white.
Right.
The one before, it was just a colour film that someone had made black and white stills of, which confused me.
Right.
Which it must be on the cusp, because this is 56, and that was 59, wasn't it, during the centre of the Earth? So I guess... I mean, colour vision's getting wider use, going to 60s, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, looking forward to seeing that. Something a bit
They
different.
shot in colour in the 40s. They had colour film.
Oh, I know, but not like wide. It wasn't every film, was it? Like, the 60s is the first time everything's going up in...
Yeah, the Nazis were quite advanced in their filmmaking.
Wizard of Oz, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, and they went to colour. That's 36, is that? 35, 36?
Yeah. But I think there were some shots in, the film A Night to Remember, the Titanic film.
Yeah.
They actually, which was after this, I think, like in the 60s, but they used some shots which was shot in the 40s by the Nazis of a similar story of a film, but they used some footage from that because it was so good.
Bit weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a classic story, though, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Very, very influential, so many things
even that
take
trailer,
from
you can
it.
see...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see in that... I mean, that obviously someone's made that look like a more modern thing, but the archetypes of so much is there. Be interesting to see how it does hold up. Okay.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cornetto one, the Simon Pegg one that they did.
Shaun of the Dead.
No,
the one where the third
World's
one they did,
End.
which was,
God.
World's End,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Hopefully better than that. Right, so some more quiz.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody heard of Ferdinand Waldo de Mira?
No.
So this is a guy who was a serial imposter, impersonated a lot of people. I think he's Brazilian. And at one point he impersonated a doctor called Joseph C. Cyr, C-Y-R, a surgeon. And during the course of this deception, he basically got assigned to a warboat in the Korean War as the ship's surgeon.
Wow.
And wasn't actually a surgeon. So my question to you is, how many people died as a result of his lack of skills on board that ship?
Oh my God.
Well, they could have died anyway. We don't know that. Do you know what I mean? A good surgeon could have...
Yeah.
They could have died on a good surgeon's operating table.
Okay, but how many died?
I'm not sticking up for the guy.
Yeah, what, are you his mate or something, Chris? Like, what the hell? Come
I'm not
on.
his fucking lawyer.
Who can go? Who went
Chris
first?
has to go
you go
first,
first time. Yeah.
I have to go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 250.
Okay, Alex.
80.
Alex is closer, but you're both very wrong. The question was an imposter. Nobody died.
What?
He actually saved 16 lives.
Oh my God.
He found a surgeon's book, like a sort of manual about being a surgeon on board, and speed read it in his cabin.
What a genius.
And managed
What
to
a
actually
hero.
do some actual surgery.
Where's
Which I
the
think's
film of this
fantastic.
man? Yeah,
Well, I think
where's
Alex
his
wins
film?
that then, doesn't she?
It's got to be coming, hasn't it? Better than
Yeah.
bloody Catch If You Can.
Yeah, hell
I mean,
yeah.
I think he went. He did get caught and thrown out eventually, but yes, he was a hero by accident. So
Good for you. We
Good one for that,
salute
Dave.
you. Yeah, Christopher Nolan. Yeah, Dunkirk. What the hell? Make this guy's film. Come on.
we should do the other question now because I've done it wrong, haven't I? Because we've only got one film left. So let's have the last question before the last
Okay.
film. This concerns Maurice Flitcroft. Have you heard of him? This guy's slightly more famous.
No.
So, Maurice Flitcroft, who was a crane driver from Barrow in Furness, decided he wanted to have a go in the British Open, the golf tournament. He'd never played golf in his life,
Right.
but I'm not sure how he managed to get in to the golf tournament.
Well, it is an open.
Yeah, but you still need some sort of...
You just need to win at golf.
Oh, sorry, no, it was in the qualifying event. But I think it's going to get there. Right. Anyway, so in 1976 in Formby, he got into the qualifying event for the Open. My question for you is, how many shots over par was Flitcroft at the end of the qualifying round? So Alex, you go first this time.
Oh God.
What course was it? Do we know?
It was in... let's see if that's going to
Not that makes any difference.
Well, hold on a minute. Yeah, how much do you know about golf? 32.
Okay, Chris?
10.
Alex got it again, I'm afraid. It was 49 over par, the worst round of golf in the history of the Open. But
Wow.
brilliantly...
That qualifies as an imposter, does it? That's just someone bad at something.
No, he's an imposter because he got on by saying he was good at golf. And he's an imposter because in 1983...
It's an open.
No,
it is an open.
No,
anyone can...
They can't, though. He has to get
go to the qualifying rounds.
No, I don't think they can, though. Because he came back in 1983 under the name Gerald Hoppy, a Swiss pro, and then he got 63 shots over par. So he did even worse.
Yeah. Well, you know what this proves? It proves that I'm an imposter because I've won the competition. So it improves.
It's true.
It proves that I'm the one that's the imposter.
He came out once more as well in 1990 as James Bo Jolly from the United States. But that time he only got 2 holes in before somebody realised perhaps he couldn't play golf and got rid of him. So he's a serial imposter. But
good for him.
I like his spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's his film?
I like that it got worse in his second attempt.
Yeah, he didn't even think, I'm going to make a proper go at this.
Actually, I think, that second time, he was 63 over par and he'd only done 9 holes. It's brilliant.
Good for him.
Okay, right. So that's enough imposter quiz. Alex wins this week.
Woohoo! Thank you.
And we have one more film to preview, and that is...
We only did 3 questions. You're not doing 5 questions like we did.
It was really hard to get imposter questions that had like numbers and stuff you guess on. There's not much to do like statistics. But yeah, I mean, come on. I did actually have a tiebreaker for you, but didn't need it. So
we could have said how much did the guy sell London Bridge for? You could have done.
All right. Well, you can do a second round if you like. Our third film is from 1988. It is My Stepmother is an Alien, starring Dan Aykroyd and Kim Basinger. Another
What's
imposter.
The plot?
So basically, Celeste is an alien, and she has come from her planet that is in trouble because the gravity's gone a bit weird. Thanks to us sending, we're sending like radio waves or gamma waves, something at their planet anyway. So they're coming over here because they think we're attacking them.
Right.
So she disguises herself and has a alien with her called Bag, which is like a tentacle in a handbag, an eye in a handbag. And they try and fit in on Earth and discover why Earth is trying to destroy their home planet. So, yeah, she falls in with Dan Aykroyd and his family, including a young Alison Hannigan of Buffy fame. There's a young Seth Green in there as well.
Wow.
I
thought I'd seen this film. Maybe I haven't seen it then.
Yeah, you probably remember it because it is a bit odd. Yeah, and that's basically it. It's her exploits on Earth as Kim Basinger pretending to be a human. So let's watch the trailer for this one.
Stephen Mills, research astronomer.
Beautiful!
Married to his work. Then one night, he sent a radar signal into another galaxy. Now they're sending someone back.
If we don't get that transmission from him, our planet is doomed.
Hi. Well, hi.
She's got 48 hours to save her civilization.
I like how he says the line. He also says that line in Ghostbusters.
What's that?
Which one?
He goes, "It's beautiful," doesn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that in Ghostbusters when
I think so,
something
yeah.
happens? Yeah. And also scientific improbability.
Yep.
What, everything?
From the start, this guy has sent a radar signal to another galaxy.
Yeah.
And then some woman turns up in his lifetime.
Yeah.
So, how long's he live for? Is my question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have either of you seen this film before?
I thought, like I say, I thought I had, but maybe I haven't because I just don't remember.
I
any
think
of
you
that.
both might have done when you were kids. I think.
I don't think I have. No, definitely not.
I'm not gonna. I'll leave you one little more thing about this film. Something to think about while you're watching it. The original script for this film, it was a dark story about child abuse. That's how it started.
God.
So just when you're watching this, try and work out how this film got from that to where it is now. Like,
Well, I think Colin is going to be really happy with next week's show because there'll be one film in there that he'll be happy with.
That's true. I've just noticed there are 10 writers credited on this film.
Wow.
That's true.
Tried to get in on the action.
Yeah. So it's quite a mixed bag we've got next week. We've got some 80s horror, some 80s nonsense, and some 50s horror. So it's quite a mixed collection of imposters.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe one of those imposters will get high on the list. Maybe they'll be low. Who knows?
Yeah, I was trying to think of a cool thing to do with an imposter film, but we can't. What we should have done was watched a different film to what we said. That would be an imposter film, wouldn't it? But
that would kind of defeat the point of people watching it along at home. They would be really.
Also, actually, at this point, you two don't know what happened on last week's show, do you? Which something happened last week, and I'm in the future. Oh, I can't tell you, but you'll know by the time people have heard this. You'll know what happened last week on the show.
Right? Okay.
Well, you won't know, will you? This is a real like.
Say something racist again.
No, this is like a real. It's not something you've done, no. But you're caught in like a weird time loop at the minute, which will reveal itself eventually. But yeah, look forward to that one. So.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I'll leave you with that little head twister.
Yeah.
I'm the imposter. There used to be a host, and now there's just an asshole who's saying nonsense. So.
Yeah.
That was me all along. Anyway.
How can people get in touch with us, Sam?
Why don't you tell them, Alex? I'm having a sip of beer.
Well, they can hit us up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on the main website, sciencefictionratingsystem.com. We're on iTunes. If you go on iTunes, though, please subscribe to us, and then it just automatically downloads, and you don't need to think about it. Although iTunes does start saying like, "Oh, you haven't listened to these," like, so you need to like download them and listen to them. So iTunes will know if you're not listening.
And rate and review on iTunes, because that's the way you get up the list. Apparently, is rate and review. And actually, the back end of it's all changing. That's an off-air thing to talk about. It's really boring for listeners, but I'll speak about off there. Yeah. Anyway, so good work. Yes, do all that stuff. You can get.
So in 1968, a Missourian entrepreneur.
Oh, for God's sake! He can't handle that I won the quiz.
How much did he pay for it? Pop quiz, punks.
$1.5 million.
It was in 1968.
Yeah,
$12. $12.
He thought he was buying Tower Bridge famously.
Yeah,
$12.
He bought it for $2.46 million.
Oh, so who's nearer?
Me.
Dollars.
Sam. You said $12, Alex.
Well, I still won.
My math isn't great, but
I still won the quiz because that means I've got 2 points, you've got one, and Chris has got one. So I still won the quiz. So it hasn't. This hasn't worked.
He's got the same score as me, and he wasn't officially playing.
If that makes everything better, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, I think we should leave it there.
What, before Chris finds more imposter questions?
Yeah. Here's a tiebreaker. How many Academy Awards did Catch Me If You Can win?
2.
4.
No, the answer was none because it's a terrible film.
But I was closer.
Yeah. So you're level now. Anyway, we've run out of tiebreakers, and we'll have to bring this back next week. So yes, join us next week for the ratings. But for now, I've been Sam Draper.
I've been Chris Redding.
And I've been Alex Humphrey.
Good night.